So Danny, first of all, in on Christmas Eve, what's that like as a manager or as a player?
It's fine. I've been in a lot of Christmas days over the years, and I haven't been in on a lot of Christmas days. There's no right way or wrong way to do it. I think tomorrow, Gaff's giving everyone the day off to be with their families, knowing that the lads are obviously going to go and do their own thing and look after themselves fitness-wise. It's such a professional set of players, so the Gaffer trusts all his players and staff to behave themselves over the next day or two, because as much as Christmas is wonderful for the families, and they sacrifice a lot with footballers because it takes up a lot of time, a lot of overnight trips, etc. Believe me, those boys will be, as they're during their turkey, they'll still be focused on that big game at Boxing Day. So Solihull, a tough team, 4th in the league. It's great that after the result yesterday, the festivities can really go up a notch for supporters. But for us, it's all focused on Boxing Day.
Well, normally we have a few days between these interviews to reflect on the previous game. But obviously, it was literally, less than 24 hours ago that the game was played. But you've had a little bit of time and you've had a sleep on it, obviously. So, what's your thoughts now on the game yesterday?
The result was fantastic. I think we'd all be lying if we said we weren't a little bit more pleased when we went to bed last night because of Bromley's draw instead of win. Only because it keeps the gap and makes it bigger at the same time. If that makes sense. So. Yeah, that was cracking. I think it was a real humdinger of a game and a couple of sendings off. We watched it down in the office, and that sums up where we are at the moment as staff and as a club. That yes, we've had a great result in front of 8,500 brilliant supporters again, but we're in the office after, and before we're reflecting on what a great result, we're watching Bromley and Altrincham. Our focus is really on the here and now. The here and now as we're 10 points clear. Life's good, halfway mark, long way to go. But I'd be lying if I said we weren't all over. We're not all over the moon with our position at the moment, because we are. We certainly are.
Lads, obviously off on Christmas Day, back for Boxing Day at Solihull. What are you expecting from them?
Yeah, they had a great start, didn't they? Really good start. I know that the manager there did wonders before at Banbury, and then got the job at Solihull and started so well. And I think they just went on a little bit of a blip, didn't they? They had a 2 or 3 week blip. I went to go and watch them play at Bolton a few months ago now in the Cup, and they after that they've just tailed off a little bit, but really good result, last minute goal at Oxford City yesterday to really sort of get their chins back up off the floor. We're coming into town, we'll take a packed away end, I would imagine, and like I've always said to you, Brian, they're the underdogs because we're top and they're not, so we have to go there with that tag. We have to deal with that pressure. But Solihull will be a tough place to go. They've got some good attacking players. They've got players who know this league inside out, as have we. If we turn up, if we play well, I'm sure we'll get a good result.
Solihull actually, when Chesterfield dropped down, was sort of known as the team that was sort of, they'd always bully you off the park, lots of tall lads, physical lads. Yeah. But actually over recent years they've maybe adapted the style a little bit, and they do play a little bit more football now, don't they?
They do, yeah. I think Neil Ardley started to change that narrative. I think they started to really play some good stuff with Neil, and then since then that's the way. Listen, I think most teams play that way, Bron, really. I mean, if you look at nearly every game in our league, when there's a goal kick, all the centre halves drop in the box now, look to play. It's just the way it is. Times change, fads change, fashions change of football. At the minute, everyone's looking to play football. Everyone's coached really well. Everyone's got good players, good footballers. So you're right. Yeah, I think their style has definitely changed over the last couple of seasons for the better. And I think that we're going to come up against a really good passing football team that want to cause an upset.
Yeah, it's going to be another big away following as well. I think there is about 700 fans in the away, and so it's going to be another packed out away and a great atmosphere again. Yeah,
it is. It's hard. A few people ask for tickets, and it's difficult because we don't really get many, do we, for Solihull? Don't give us many tickets. So, yeah, it's a shame for those who can't make it, but our appreciations really do go out to them for the support they gave us yesterday, because this is really, well, it's not becoming, it is. It's a fortress here, and we've got to make sure we maintain that mentality of it's our territory, it's our fortress. But when we go away, we've got to make sure our fans keep out singing, the home fans, wherever we may go. And hopefully that continues Boxing Day.
What's the team news going in tomorrow? But obviously I know that's quite hard with not that long since the last game.
Yeah, well, the good news, Tyrone's in full training now. Manny's been ill, but he's turned up today with a handkerchief in his hand, but he's training, so he's good to go. So yeah, there's a few knocks and niggles from yesterday, but nothing to keep players out. And the gaffer and us will have a full squad to choose from come Boxing Day.
And just finally, Danny, this interview will go out tonight on Christmas Eve, so what's your message to all the Sparks ahead of Christmas Day tomorrow?
Ho, ho, ho. Have a lovely Christmas, guys. Thanks for your support. Turn up at Boxing Day. If you're not, cheer us on from afar.